I've got a hard truth message for young blue collar families that are out there just working day in and day out so tirelessly, trying to provide a better tomorrow for their loved ones, their kids, their family, their spouse, their husband, their wife, whoever it is in your life that you care about the most. Trust me, I get it. I've been there. I know what it's like. I know what it feels like to just work so hard and come home after a long, hard day where you're just exhausted both physically and mentally, to get to a point where you see your kid's smiling face and you see that dinner's been prepared and it's cooked and it's ready to go, and you just want so badly to be in the present moment, there with your family, with the people you love, but you're just exhausted. You feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders and there's nothing you can do to get it off. You lose sleep over these feelings. How are you going to pay the bills? What does next month hold for you? What problems are going to arise tomorrow? Trust me, I know the feeling, I get it. And it can feel so easy to just be trapped in this day in and day out cycle where you start to ask yourself, is this ever going to end? Laying there at night, tossing and turning, wondering about the bills. Are they going to get paid? Is everything going to be okay? Or the roof needs replaced. All these different things running through your mind, and you're doing the calculations to figure out how many hours do I need to put in order to get that done. But I've got a question for you. What if there was a way out of that rat race? What if there was a way to change the game so that your future was looking brighter and you're working towards something that was even better than what you have right now? To create the financial security and to be able to be there present in the moment for all the little things in life. When your kids are going to play their sports, when they have their dance recitals, to be able to go on a family vacation once in a while and just unplug from the daily grind. My name is Jesse Garnier and I come from a small town in Alberta, Canada, where I was able to free myself from the oilfield blue-collar rat race back in 2016. One decision that not only changed my life, but it also changed the lives of my beautiful wife and my two amazing kids as well. Now, since then, I've learned a lot of valuable lessons that I'm about to share with you really quickly. And what I'm about to share with you is not just about creating a little side hustle like all of those people are pointing at bubbles in the screen and just got words popping up and they're saying, click here, go to this website, click here, and you're, $10,000 a month away from blah, 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 blah. This is a real legitimate legacy that we want to create here. And over the last several years, I've focused all of my energy on creating a blueprint that you can follow that's going to be engineered to help you get to where you want to go with your life, your goals, and help you set yourself on that path to freedom that we all ultimately desire. So with that said, if you're still here and you're still watching this, I've got something I want to share with you. I'm going to share my screen with you and we're going to go through this really quickly. Now, I'm not here to say that you need to make a whole ton of money and quit your job right away or anything like that. In fact, quite the opposite. Unlike a lot of other people that you may be hearing from, all these side hustles and start this business and all of these different things that you see that are just flashy objects, they're all talking about quit your job, live the life of freedom, and that's all great and dandy, and trust me, that's what we're after, right? All we want in this life is to be able to live the life that we desire on our terms and make the decisions that we want to make. But first, we need to get to a place of power. We need to be able to do that. And to do that, I've got some food for thought for you. What if you were to change nothing in your life, not quitting your job, not losing your income that you have, but instead build on top of it, add to it, create something that you can use to fund the legacy that you are looking to create. So rather than having to be stressed and figure out how am I going to make this business work if I was to quit my job, what if instead you were able to put a few hours a week into building a business that creates a legacy, and all of that money goes into building a legacy for yourself? So what I've got here on the screen is a couple of different ideas, a couple different things. Now, these are just examples, and I want to be clear here. I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm not saying that these are investment opportunities or anything like that. I'm just saying, what if you were able to make an extra, we'll start with $1,000 a month. $1,000 a month, if you just put that all straight into a savings account that built up 3% interest, compounding year after year, if you were to do that for 1 year, you would have just over $12,000. If you did that for 2 years, you'd have just over $24,000. If you did that for 5 years, you'd have $64,000 sitting in a savings account that you could essentially start to grow this legacy with. Now, if you were to do that for 10 years, you'd have $139,000, almost $140,000. Now, let's double that. Let's say that we had $2,000 that we were making in this business adding to and not taking away from your existing income that you have right now. Now that's $24,000 after 1 year, $49,000 after 2 years, $129,000 after 5 years, and $279,000 after 10 years. Now let's take that even a step further. Let's say that your business was generating you $5,000 a month. Now, after 1 year, you've got $60,000. After 2 years, you've got $123,000. After 5 years, $323,000. And after 10 years, you've got $698,000 sitting there in an account, just growing and building with interest. I mean, the 10 years is going to pass regardless, right? So let's take it even a step further. $10,000 a month in your business, building and growing and building interest, you'd have $121,000 extra at the end of a year. You'd have $247,000 after 2 years, $646,000 after 5 years. And if you were able to continuously just build this long-term legacy for 10 years, you'd have almost $1.4 million after 10 years. Now, that money is sitting there that you can do whatever you want with. There's future investment opportunities that can open up, maybe buying other businesses, maybe starting something else, buying real estate, investing into other things, sending your kids off to college, whatever the case is, you've got that, and that's an asset that you have that is consistently appreciating rather than depreciating. So those are just some of the reasons to start a business, a side hustle that you can start to build a legacy. Now, some of the other benefits that can come from this is the tax breaks that you can get from running a business from home. Now, again, I'm not a tax professional. I'm not an accountant, so definitely go consult a real accountant in regards to all of this information. And in fact, if you're in Canada, we even have a partnership with somebody that I can link you up with who specializes in all of these different components, but just some tax benefits that come from running your own home-based business. You've got a whole bunch of deductions that you can actually deduct from all of your income, not just the business income, but from your actual personal income that you create from your job, from your employment. So this can save thousands of dollars if done properly over a year's time. And so you've got home office deductions, office supplies, furniture, equipment, internet and phone, mileage, possibly even vehicles, meals and entertainment, health insurance, business expenses, education and training, and the list goes on and on and on. So all of these things go towards protecting your income and making sure that you keep as much as you possibly can. So those are some other great benefits that come from it. You can start to maximize your savings potential, and on average, people save thousands and thousands of dollars every single year just simply by being a home-based business and considering themselves as self-employed. So if any of this is resonating with you, definitely reach out and we can put you on the path to all of this. And so where we start is what I call phase one, starting your home-based business, because none of this really works if we don't actually start. And so what I did was I put together a 5-day challenge. I called it the 5-day automated affiliate business challenge. And you're going to do that by clicking below and registering. Now inside, you're going to see 5 days outlined where we're going to go through exactly how to start this business, all the different things you need to set up to get up and running as quickly as possible. And we're going to outline the fastest and most effective ways to get up and running within days, not months and not years, but days. Phase 2 is going to be all about connecting you with the right offer, because at the end of the day, to build a business, you need to solve a problem. You need to have a solution to a problem that people are facing. And you need to have either a product or a service that you're selling. And the reason that we chose affiliate marketing for this is because it's the quickest, most profitable way to start creating an income from home. The reason behind that is because you don't have to create the product. You don't have to create the service. You don't have to fulfill on anything. You don't have to worry about customer support or refunds or shipping and receiving or complaints or anything that goes into it. All we do is we partner with other companies that already have a business, that already have it figured out, that already have products in place, that already have all of the main components that we need to start and grow this business. And all we do is we start to promote their products. We become a referral partner for all of these products. And then what happens is we get compensated in return for referring people to their company. And inside of the challenge, you're going to see that we have the best offers in place, the best training in place, and the best way to get you results as quickly as possible. There is no need to reinvent the wheel. We have the perfect blueprint ready to go for you. It's ready to launch. We've got the systems in place. We've got the offers. We've got the training. We've got the connections. We've got all of the things in place to make this happen for you. In fact, if you follow everything that we do, you won't even have to do any of your own sales for yourself, because we've even got the sales people in place that are there to take your sales calls for you, close the deal, and put commissions into your pocket. Now, phase number 3 is where we're going to plan with the pros. You're going to get a chance to actually meet with our advisors and make a custom one-on-one game plan. That's how you're going to get access to all of the knowledge, the quickest resources to success, and the business plan to set you on the path to freedom. And like I mentioned before, we've also partnered up with tax specialists, business strategists, and all of the people to help you really set a plan to create this legacy for you and your family. And make sure that you not only set yourself up for the short term, but this is a long-term play as well. Now, phase number 4, we're going to get into launch time. And no, I did not say lunchtime. I mean launch time, which is where you've got your business ready to go. Everything's in place. You've got a plan in place. You've got the offers ready to go. Everything is set up and ready. Now it's time to take action. And it's time to hit those goals that you set with the advisors and the tax specialists and all of the people that you've been connected with up until that point. Which then leads us to phase 5, where we're going to optimize, scale, and smash your goals. Once you've launched your business and start getting results, it's time to remain consistent and keep on the path to success. Because once you've launched the business and you start getting results, now it's time to remain consistent and not deviate from the plan that you set up in the first place. Now, above and beyond that, each day in the challenge, we're going to talk about what's called RGR deposits, which is your relationships, your goals, and your revenue. Relationships falls under relationships with yourself, relationships with your family, relationships with your friends, relationships with money, your relationship with your mindset, your relationship with your health, and all of the different relationships that you start to create, because the relationships that we have are truly the key to success. Goals portion of it is going to be where we're setting proper realistic goals. We're going to talk about how do you actually achieve these goals, how do we scale your goals, and how do we keep on track for your goals. And another big component is how do we get your circle of influence on track with your goals as well. Your friends, your family, your people that you talk to on a daily basis. How do we get them to hold you accountable, and all of those things that go into it. And then the last R here is where we're focusing on generating more revenue. How do we keep you moving and focus on keeping the money that you're making, not giving it away to silly things, and focus on keeping the money that you make, because at the end of the day, it's not about how much you make, it's about how much you keep. And so we're going to talk about how do you keep as much as possible, how do you invest it into your future to make it work for you, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And so yes, there is a lot that goes into it, and no, this won't happen overnight. It's not a get rich quick thing, but it's a build your legacy for sure thing if you put in the work and you commit to it. So if you're tired of the daily grind and tired of not getting ahead, then this could be the path for you if you're willing to commit to it. And then obviously I've got this disclaimer down here that covers the fact that I'm not an accountant, I'm not a tax professional, I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that. I'm a business strategist, I'm a business consultant, I'm a coach that's here to help you hit your goals as far as business is concerned, but I've got connections to the right people to put you on the right path to success. If you choose to follow the path, then we will do everything we can to help you hit your goals. So with that said, click the button below here and you'll be taken to the next steps where you can actually start your journey right now.